Alright, fam, the name's Xander or R, and welcome to COVID Reading Vlog Part 2. This is the second part of my COVID reading vlog, because my quarantine got extended for work, and I didn't want to make the first one super fucking long. So, you get a part 2. Part 2 is going to contain mainly feelings about Witchmark, and maybe I'll show you these scarves that I finished crocheting a scarf, actually. I finished crocheting my mom's scarf. Let me go get that so I can show it to you. Alright, so here we go. I made it an infinity scarf because my mom likes infinity scarves. So, like, basically you can do this. You can just chill with it like this. You can chill with it like this. Or you can even go crazy. You can do this with it and just have it all up in your neck. 'Cause it's cold outside. So, it's pretty neat if I do say so myself. My favorite part is this random string of gray that just was in the ball of yarn. So yeah, it's finished. It looks really nice. Can't really see the color variants that well because my lighting is shitty, even though my lighting is better than it usually is because I have my other lights on. But anyway, I'm going to move now because the light behind me is really bright. I am going to read Witchmark now, actually, because I want to, and I don't want to make the candles I'm supposed to be making. I'm gonna make them tomorrow, it's fine. Also, the labels for the candles that I made didn't work out, so I'm gonna have to use my last sheet of labels for a redesign of the label that will hopefully look good on the printer. Cause I got a printer, y'all. It was free. All I had to do was buy ink and a cable and some paper. But, that was not the total cost of a printer. So, I appreciate it. Like, it may have been the total cost of a very cheap printer, but a very cheap printer without ink and probably without a wire, because it wasn't going to be wireless at the price that I spent. So, it's fine. I'm excited about my printer, to be honest. It's also a fax machine if I ever need to fax anybody. I can, but yeah, I got a printer, so now I can print labels. I'm gonna go buy some circle labels at some point, maybe tomorrow, but tomorrow is Black Friday, so I really don't want to go to Office Depot just to buy labels on Black Friday. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And yeah, so that's all I really got. I got my tea box in the mail. I've already tried two of the teas, and they're so good. Like, I have to put sugar in them for them to be so good, but I think it's just because I started putting sugar in my teas and I never stopped, and now I just don't like the taste of black tea that much anymore, even though it does taste better than black coffee. Like, I can drink black tea, I just would prefer it with sugar at this point. Um, I feel like with the teas that I drink, because I drink a lot of sweet dessert teas, that the sugar really just brings out the flavor more. I don't know. I'm not like a tea expert or anything. I just like tea. So they are really nailing it this month. They really nailed it this month. I have like basically all dessert teas and I'm living. But anyway, so you're not gonna get a tea montage in this vlog. You got one in the first half. You don't need another one. You're also not getting a candle making montage, okay? Those are hard to make and I don't feel like it. If you want to watch my candle making process, go watch my Valentines vlog where I made a candle. I'll link it in the cards. Is it this way? No, I think it's actually over here. And anyway, I need to go now because I'm running out of film space on my phone. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. So I started my dad's hat. As you can see, it looks pretty good so far. And I'm also editing a video that I am making in response to YouTube's bullshit. You're gonna see that video before you see this video, so, you know, hope you enjoyed it. I mean, it's a ranty video, so, like, I don't know if you would enjoy it necessarily, but, yeah. I figured I'd turn the camera around so you could actually see my face when I tell you the next things that I'm going to tell you, which is that this is probably going to be the last clip of the, like, COVID vlog, and the rest is just going to be, like, the Queerlit Readathon vlog, because that starts tomorrow, and I have 2 clips for this part, and I'm not gonna make them, you know, a 5-minute vlog and then make my Queerlit Readathon vlog. You feel me? So I'm just gonna make my Queerlit Readathon vlog in this vlog, because why the fuck not? It's my channel. I can do what I want to. So yeah, after this probably, because I don't really have much to say, I might give you guys a Witchmark update, but I guess I could do that tomorrow because I'm reading it for the Queerlit Readathon because I haven't finished it, and I realized it can work for winter vibes and adult fiction, so that's what I'm doing. I haven't finished Brother Song. I know I said I was going to give you guys more thoughts about Brother Song in this video, but I don't really have many thoughts. It's better than... It's not as good as Heart Song was, but I think Heart Song is my favorite because of the main character in Heart Song. Like, it's my favorite character's perspective, so of course it's going to be my favorite. But yeah, so it's better than Wolf Song was. All of the sequels have been better than Wolf Song, and I'm like, well, thank God. Also, I'm listening to them on audiobook, so that helps. I feel like if I were to read them physically, I wouldn't enjoy them as much. The narrator is really good. But anyway, those are pretty much my thoughts on Brother Song. I really hope I can finish it today, but if I don't finish it today, I'll finish it tomorrow. It's fine. It's still queer. Like, it can count for adult fiction. I don't think it can count for anything else. But yeah, so lit. Talk to you guys about books I'm reading for the Queerlit Readathon in the next clip, probably. I know I said that was going to be the last clip before Queerlit Readathon, but I have come to a conclusion. I'm probably not going to finish Brother Song today. Like, I have 5 hours and 45 minutes left, and it's 2:20 right now, so I could just listen to the 5 hours and, like, it would be 8. That seems wild to me. I don't think I could do that. So I'm just gonna continue chilling. I'm actually reading Witchmark right now, or I'm about to. I just got done eating. I was reading it, then I got hungry, so I ate, and now I'm gonna read it again. So yeah, you know, we do what we gotta do sometimes, and sometimes that means not finishing the audiobook you were supposed to finish before a readathon. So I'll probably talk about it in tomorrow's clip. I'll probably talk about both of them, because that's what you do with the vlogs. You talk about the books you're reading. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, yeah, I'm not going to finish Brother Song today, so it's officially part of my TBR for the Queerlit Readathon. And I guess Witchmark can just count as winter vibes, so Brother Song can count as adult fiction, because it doesn't count for anything else. I guess, oh, no, I guess it actually could count for Queer Friends. Because the pack in there, they're basically all queer, and they're all friends, because they're pack. They're more than friends. So it can count for Queer Friends. Boom, nailed it. All right. And they both count for adult fiction. That's 3 challenges already. It's all good. We're all good. And it's funny though, because I think my book for queer friends to begin with wasn't a like very good queer friends book. I think I was just like, I think there might be queer friends in here. So this I know has queer friends, and I am finishing it during the readathon, so I'm counting it. So Witchmark and Brother Song are officially part of my Queer Light Readathon TBR now. And look forward to my thoughts on them tomorrow. I have read some of Witchmark, and it's really good. I finally got like some romance payoff, so that was fun. But now, you know, shit's going down, so no more for now. But yeah, I'm really interested to see like what happens, because there was like, I mean, it wasn't really like a plot twist in the sense that you usually think of plot twists, but like the mystery took a turn, and I was like, oh wow, didn't really see that coming. But as we all know, I really don't see anything coming, so unless your book is like super fucking obvious, I don't ever see anything coming, even when other people do, apparently. So, you know, I guess my opinion on that is not really the best. Alright, so I finished Brother Song because after I captioned my video, I worked on labels a lot. And I only had 3 hours left, so, you know, it took me 3 hours, essentially, to caption that video and then spend most of my time on labels for my candles. See, you know, it worked out. It worked out well, because I finished it. It was good. Um, it, it was very angsty. I will say that. It was very angsty. But, like, I don't want to like spoil anything, but like the ending was not what I was expecting. Like, I mean, I kind of was expecting that kind of ending, but like at the rate we were going, I was like, this is not gonna happen. So I will say it was a bit of a surprise, but not really a surprise, because like I was like, yeah, TJ Klune, man, he's gonna pull this off somehow. Those are my thoughts for Brother Song. I will be reading Witchmark now. Maybe I'll finish it today. Maybe I won't. We don't know. But yeah, stay tuned for thoughts on Witchmark. Guess who doesn't have to worry about storage anymore or using my phone? Because I'm getting a camera. Yeah. I asked my mom for a camera for Christmas. She was like, I can't buy you a camera right now because it's too expensive. And then she was like, she called me today and she was like, hey, buy that camera that's on sale. And I was like, okay. So I bought it. And she was like, and since you're flying up here because I'm an idiot and agreed to fly up to South Carolina for Christmas, I know I'm an idiot. You can yell at me in the comments. But since I'm flying, she doesn't want me to like damage it. So I'm picking it up today from Best Buy. Because I was like, might as well do that instead of shipping it. Because, you know, it could get damaged in the shipping process. So I might as well just pick it up. There's a Best Buy really close to my apartment anyway, so it's not like it's across town or anything. So if you see like a huge jump in video quality, it's because I'm using the camera instead of my phone. So that's exciting. And then Witchmark is going really well. I don't really know what to say that I haven't said already that isn't spoilery. You feel me? We're not so much on... I mean, it's still like a murder mystery. Like, they're still trying to figure out who murdered this dude. But, like, it's not a typical murder mystery because it's also a fantasy. So, like, there's all this magic shit going on that I can't really talk about. And so like that's kind of what's going on right now instead of the murder mystery. It's interesting. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But like, yeah, there's not a lot of murder mystery elements going on right now. But I'm assuming that they're gonna figure out what happened. At least I hope they do, because there was a twist about the murder, and I want to know what happened. Why was he murdered? Who murdered him? We don't know. I want to know. My finger is in the shot. I'm sorry. So anyway, that's not gonna hopefully happen anymore, y'all. I'm not gonna have a real shitty phone camera. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yeah. It's gonna be lit. You might be thinking to yourself, hey, this doesn't look any different than the last clip. It's because I'm still using my phone, because Best Buy hasn't said that my order is ready to be picked up yet, even though it was supposed to be ready to be picked up yesterday. So, I'm using my phone to update you guys on what I thought about Witchmark, because I finished it last night, and then I forgot to film a clip because I was tired. The romance was a really good slow burn romance. I really enjoyed it. And the fantasy world was I really enjoyed the world building, actually, because it was a lot of like showing and not telling. I can't think of like a specific example to tell you besides like a big spoiler. So I'm not going to give you any examples of the world building, but just if you like the kind of world building that's more like you're just dropped into the world and expected to figure things out, this is like a light version of that. Because I sometimes don't like that kind of world building. Like, I didn't really like the 5th season, and it had that kind of world building. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, because I don't know what any of this means. So this was like that kind of world building, but like light, because I liked it. So I definitely recommend it if you are into that sort of world building, because like there's a bit of telling, like not really, but like I don't know, it was easier to understand than like say the 5th season is. So like if you aren't a fan of that kind of world building, you could still like give this a try if you wanted to, because like I don't feel like it's super hard to understand what's going on. So anyway, there's that. And the murder mystery I thought was really well done, because like it's not a straight murder mystery. And what I mean by that is like it's not like, okay, for example, like Hither Page is like a straight up murder mystery. They never really deviate from the murder mystery part. It's just, you know, a murder mystery. But this murder mystery, like, takes some turns to where it's more than a murder mystery. So, like, you know, it's cool. I really liked it. The plot was pretty lit. But yeah, so imagine all of those things just roll into one, and you got Witchmark. It's real good. Apparently there's a second book, and I heard it was sapphic, which makes me think that there's gonna be a different perspective than the one we got in Witchmark, which kind of makes me sad, because I really enjoyed the character we got in Witchmark. That's pretty much all I gotta say. I'm gonna go make some candles now, and wait for Best Buy to email me that my camera is ready. So, I'm also going to be listening to Alotsa while I make the candles. So stay tuned for thoughts on that. Oh, is this how you do it? Oh, you have to press the record button. Okay. Why is it so blurry though? How do I fix that? Like, oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, alright. Alright. Let's see. Can I shoot myself? Ooh. Okay. Hello, it is I. I'm using my camera. I may leave in the the part where I was like trying to figure out how to use it because I kept taking pictures and I was like, how the fuck do I take video on this thing? There's a record button. You have to press it. I didn't press it. My battery is about to die because I literally haven't charged it yet or anything. But yeah, so I'm gonna charge the battery first before I do like a fancy update on the camera, but isn't it? It looks so good, doesn't it? Like I can see it from, like I can see it because it has a thing. The screen moves and so I can see myself, which is a big thing because I wanted to be able to see myself. That's why I got this camera. But yeah, it looks real nice. It looks real nice. So yeah, and like, unlike my phone, like the background is like blurry enough to where that light isn't like obnoxious. Like, oh, this is good. This is real good. I'm excited. So I'm gonna go charge the battery now. It's so good that you can see like my hair like right here. It was not pulled over all the way, so you could see it in the light. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now and charge the battery and then come back with you with thoughts on Alatsoe because I listened to like 4 hours yesterday and it was lit. It's so good. The quality is just so good. It's amazing. Hello, I'm back with a newly charged battery. And I'm going to tell you about my thoughts on Alatsoe. I really like it. I really liked, the ghost dog is just great. Like, I just love the ghost dog. I would die for the ghost dog. I can't remember, Kirby? I think its name is Kirby. It's so good. I love it so much. And I mean, the plot's like getting there, like in terms of like the murder mystery kind of thing, and I'm really enjoying that. I also really enjoyed the fact that they're like, have you heard the story of Icarus? And then one of them was like, no, I haven't heard the story of Icarus. And I was like, I love it. So like they told the story of Icarus like simply. But yeah, and now they're just like, have you heard the story of Icarus? Every time like somebody goes and does something stupid. So it's lit. I also really like learning about like the native monsters, because like, you know, in this world there's both like native inspired monsters and like non-native inspired monsters. So like there are vampires, which are like a big threat right now, but there's also like, what is it, Wendigos, I think they mentioned that at one point. I don't know if they're still a thing, and I think that's what the characters were talking about, was like if they're still a thing now. And then like bat people and like wolf people, and yeah, so I'm really excited to see where like the like that kind of lore goes. And obviously I'm excited to see like what happens with the murder mystery. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good. And the audiobook narrator is great, so it's good. And here, let me see if I can hold up the Summer of Everything and hold the camera at the same time. The Summer of Everything, I'm only on chapter 6 right now, but it is so good. It is so good. I love Julian Winters so much. What I love about Julian Winters' like writing style is similar to what I love about like Rick Riordan's writing style, and that's that like they just weave in pop culture references seamlessly to the point where even if you don't like know the pop culture reference, you still get like the humor. And if you know the pop culture reference, like, it's even better. So I just, it's so good. I love it so much. I love that kind of shit. And so, yeah, there's a lot that I could go on about that forever. But I'm really enjoying it. And the romance already, like, it hasn't happened yet, obviously. I'm only on chapter 6. But, like, the pining is there, and I'm like, yes, I live for the pining. So it's really good. And I'm really enjoying it. So, I need to get better at not cutting off the top of my head when I do this. Like, this is a much better angle because you can see the top of my head as well. But I couldn't do that while also holding a book. So we're figuring things out as we go. But yeah, so that's all of my thoughts for now. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip. So, I just finished editing my part 1 of this vlog, which you will hopefully have seen before this vlog goes out. And it's 40 minutes long, as you can see. But look, it's already at 4% and it's only gonna take 3 hours. That's kind of an accomplishment because the last time I tried to export something this long, and it was even shorter actually, it was only like 20 something minutes. It took 12 hours and it corrupted itself. So this is very reassuring. I really hope it goes well and I hope you guys get to see it. So as you can see, I'm, running this Twitter sprint, but then a knock on the door came, and it's the mugs that I found on Redbubble and bought because they were kind of on sale. So I'm gonna unbox those right now instead of reading. So we got this one, which, this is very hard to do with one hand, y'all. Okay. Let's see, can I get it? They gave me 2 stickers. Wow, because I got one over here. So they gave me 2 stickers. So this is the first mug that I got. It has this design on both sides. It's a little fox holding a little cup of tea, and it's just, it's so cute. So, yeah, it has both the design on both sides. So, as you can see, it also has the design on this side. And, it's a mug. So, there's that. And then, let me see. I think I may be able to, I think I figured it out when I tried to open that other one. Oh wow, look at me go. I'm unboxing it with one hand. Okay, and this one says not a phase. So it has the phases of the moon with the trans flag. And it says not a phase. And I love this one so much. Y'all know I love pride shit, and if you don't know I love pride shit, I don't know where you've been. I have so much. So, those are my mugs, my little fox, and my trans pride mug. We love to see it. We are here to discuss Alatsoe and the Summer of Everything, because I listened to Alatsoe while crocheting. And I read The Summer of Everything, 2 chapters of it, while I was doing the Twitter sprints. So yeah, Alatsoe is getting real, and is good. I really like it. I don't really have more thought out things to say about it, just because that's not what I do. I'm very bad at putting my feelings into words. So, yeah. The Summer of Everything is also very good. I really like where it's going. This is on the back of the book, so I feel like I can talk about it. They just got a plan to save the bookshop, and, it's gonna be, lit. hopefully. I don't know what they're gonna do, and that's what's really exciting, is because I don't know what they're gonna do. And Wes is just cute as ever with Nico, and they're adorable, and I love them. And so, yeah, oh, I did want to mention, in a Lotso way, they use the term zucchini. Somebody was inviting her to a wedding, and, like, as a bridesmaid, and they were like, I know you're asexual, so you can bring, like, a friend or a zucchini or whatever, and I was just like, I love that we're using a romantic slang. Just like it's commonplace. Like everybody knows what a zucchini means when you say bring a zucchini to a wedding. They're not gonna show up with a literal zucchini. Like, that's really all I got, I think. The main reason why I got out the camera is because I needed to talk about the Summer of Everything. I'm reading it, and it's so fucking good. One of the characters just came out as Aro Ace. I learned that there's an Aro Ace flag that I didn't know about. And also there's a non-binary character who is like a freshman in high school and just got their like new binder. I assume it's like their first binder. They seemed really excited about it. And like, it's so pure and good. And I love it. So, yeah, like, that's really all I got. I wanted to talk about that. And, yeah, I don't really have much else to say, other than the fact that, like, it's just so good. So, here is, you know, I'm about to put wicks back in these candles so I can make them today while listening to A Lot's Away. I have 5 that I need to make. Yeah. I made the rest of them that I needed to make. I had a lot I needed to make, but apparently I only need to make these 5. They're each a different scent, so that's going to be fun. Okay, I'm not gonna do the whole update like this because I know I look completely ridiculous. But I'm working on my dad's hat, and it looks, right now, like it looks kind of like a newsboy hat on top of my head. Just the way it's like curving. But actually it's just a circle. I finished A Lot's Away while making candles, and then I finished it while I was crocheting, but I made candles before I crocheted, so that's where I listened to the majority of it. And it was really fucking good. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, it was really good. I really liked the narrator. I listened to it on audiobook, and I don't know if I've told you, I really liked the narrator. I don't know, it was like being read a story, and it was great. I really liked it. And I really liked the story. Look what came in the mail! So essentially, Libro FM, I believe, was doing a, like, thing where if you spent $15 at a independent bookstore, they would give you a free audiobook of, like, one of the best-selling audiobooks, and The City We Became was one of those audiobooks, and I was like, well, hell yeah, I want The City We Became audiobook, and I already buy books from independent bookstores, so why not buy a book from my favorite independent bookstore and get the free audiobook? So that's what I did. I got the free audiobook today, and I also got the books today. I got Fence Striking Distance for my actual book that, like, I bought. And then I got Between Perfect and Real because they send me ARCs every time I buy a book. And they had Between Perfect and Real. And I was, like, dying when they told me that. So they were like, oh yeah, we'll definitely send it to you. So I got both of them. And so now, instead of reading, like, I think I was gonna read Stay Gold. I'll still read Stay Gold eventually, but I'm more excited about Between Perfect and Real. So I'm gonna read that instead for the pre-medical transition trans MC, and maybe see yourself. It depends. I don't know if I'll see myself in the character, but if I do, then it's gonna count for that challenge. And I have a feeling I might, so we shall see. I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to, I mean, the Summer of Everything is fantastic, right? So I'm like thoroughly enjoying it. And so I'm going to read it like today, hopefully. And so that I can read Between Perfect and Real tomorrow. So I'm just very excited. Book mail is the best mail. I need you guys to see this. This gnarly ginger beard is already singing a mashup of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody and Evanescence's My Immortal. Like, what? What even is that? How would that even sound? I need it in my life now. So, guess what I'm going to be looking at when I get to the next chapter. I finished The Summer of Everything, and it was amazing. I love it so much. I actually had a tiny bit of space on my favorite shelf, and so I just moved all of Julian Winter's books there, because I'm like, he deserves it. Especially because there was no room in the shelf that the other two books were in, so I would have had to move things anyway, so I was like, I might as well just move all three of these to the favorite shelf. They deserve it. This is gonna be an emo ending to this vlog, because today I just decided that I didn't want to read, and so I didn't read that much, and thus have not much to talk about. I started Between Perfect and Real, and it's good. That's really all I can say. I really like where it's going. I haven't really gotten very far, but I like where it's going, and I like that the author is non-binary. There was like a little author's note about the book in the front, and it was like, I'm a proud non-binary adult, and I'm like, hell yeah. So like, that's cool. Other fun things that happened, oh, really? My battery is about to die? Okay, whatever. The battery on this thing does not last very long. Anyway, before my battery dies, I just wanted to tell y'all that I have an appointment on Monday to get a letter of support to start HRT. It's probably going to take more than one session, so I'm probably going to be out at least $165 for this. But you know, people like to gatekeep in the trans health community, so it's fine. Like what? Informed consent who? Anyway. That's that. Still haven't received my letter about my name change, so I emailed the clerk about it, and hopefully I will hear back in 2 business days. So hopefully by Wednesday I will know if I've been scheduled a hearing or not. And keep in mind that I filed my paperwork in early October. It's been 2 months. So anyway, there's that. And there's not much else. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.